So recently, Inception re-released as part of a month of masterpieces that's happening in Regal theaters right now. So here are my thoughts after rewatching it. So I mentioned this in a previous video a while back, though chances are you probably haven't seen it, but I mentioned that Christopher Nolan is my absolute favorite director, with Inception being my favorite of all his films. And with this brief re-release, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to experience this movie in a theater, and even after rewatching this movie a number of times over the years, I'm reminded of just why I love this movie so much. Inception focuses on Dom Cobb, a special type of thief who, with the help of his team, infiltrate their target's minds to steal information, or, in the case of this story, infiltrate the mind to plant an idea in someone's head. I still remember how fascinated I was when I first watched this movie years ago. I've always been intrigued with the concept of dreams, and when I found a film that played right into that, I became obsessed with every part of it. While I don't hold that same level of enthusiasm today, that fascination is still there, as every rewatch gives me a new understanding of the different layers here. What's always impressed me is just how thought out the logic is when it comes to the way dreams, or dreams within dreams, are presented in this story. I'll admit, on a first watch, I didn't pick up on everything, but there are a few basic factors here that I think make following the story pretty simple, that, again, gets elevated on a rewatch as you start putting all the pieces together. The visuals on display in some of these dream sequences are still breathtaking, due in no small part to the cinematography. To this day, my favorite set piece has to be the hallway sequence, and watching that in a theater was a great experience. And while the cast in general here is great, Leonardo DiCaprio's Dom Cobb is still so interesting to pick apart to me. You find out very early on just how much of a hypocrite he is when it comes to exploring dreams, and finding out the complicated reasons behind that is quite the journey, and DiCaprio does phenomenal work conveying the complexity behind this character. No spoilers, but to this day, I still go back and forth on the meaning of the ending. Sometimes I watch it with one theory in mind, sometimes I watch it with another, but that's what makes watching this movie so fun to me, and I think that really shows the effectiveness of the story being told. Inception is a film that I always wonder whether or not I'll like it as much as I did before every time I rewatch it. But thanks to some superb directing, breathtaking visuals, and a layered narrative, these are just some of the reasons why this is not only my favorite Christopher Nolan film, but also my second favorite movie of all time.